Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm back doing a review of Power Book Number 2, Ghost, Season 1, Episode 7, the episode of Sex Week. Yes, so I decided to continue doing Power review. I mean, my last one, the first ever, didn't get that much views, but I still continue it because, I'm still a small YouTuber, so it starts somewhere. I ain't gonna expect to get thousands of views and anything, but I had enjoyed it, so I'll continue to do it. And I appreciate everyone who has been liking the comments, liking and commenting on my last Power review and interacting. So I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna continue doing it and see how this goes, and hopefully it builds up. All right. So I'm trying to do by story because it was a lot of moving parts in this episode. Like, that's Power. It's so many moving parts. That's how I was so nervous in doing the Power review. But let me do Kane. Alright, so we know Kane is upset. He's in the outs of the family. He haven't been back home for 3 days. Monet is worried about him, even though she ain't trying to act like she's not worried about him, but she, a little key, is worried about her son. And Kane having me calling him the mother, and they both the same. So if he not reaching to her, he's not reaching to him. It's like they both don't want to one up and step up the conversation to be the mature about it and reach out to each other. I was like, gosh, I got to call someone. So he decided to rob a church. I said, oh no, Kane, you was going rogue. A church? And the church had banked some money. Whatever church he was in, they had a lot of tithes, a lot of money, and he just ended up Governor robbing, pistol whipped the pastor. I guess the deacon was there, and I think the deacon saw one of the guy's tattoos, DGT, and it was like, oh my gosh, yeah, DGT, okay, and so the tattoo realized I was dumb. And they was robbing him. He told the pastor to get the ATM, unlock the ATM. He got the money from there, and that's that. Okay, I said it's gonna come back a bite King, because you get a lot of the churches expecting not to do anything. So somebody started getting crazy with the gun happy and shoot something, and the deacon ran, but one of the partners shoot his other partner, and he said, King said, listen, oh, y'all gonna follow the plan? Like, come on now, and you gotta get out of there. Say, got out of there. So Monet and Diana and Drew is sitting at the house, and Drew and Diana was on the couch talking, and he had pictures of Icarel. What's his name? It's yeah, I said his name wrong, but Kyle, whatever his name is. No, y'all, I gotta get his name right. Everett. Yes, that's his name. I said Ikayo. What the hell I'm saying? Everett. And he had a picture of Everett. And he was like, Everett was upset that you barged in and stopped what they was doing and all that other stuff. But they was talking, and it was one by Kane. He said, I don't know where he at. We haven't talked. What's going on? So Monet is doing the drop, the re-up drop. And Kane usually go with her to this stuff, but since Kane's not around, she gotta have Diana or Drew to go with her. So she had Drew to go with her, and Diana to do something else. And Diana know where Kane is at. She has a feeling she could see what's his spots at. So Diana went to see Kane, and Kane was at this girl house. The girl was trying to act like she don't know Kane and she didn't see him, but Diana said, I clocked you. You would not be wearing that type of stuff. Or you would not wear that stuff because you can't afford that stuff, but only the freaking drink in her hand. She was drinking a Capri Sun. I said, oh shit, I call a boat B. And so they was like, okay, she was calling for Kane, calling Kane. Kane came downstairs, and Kane told what's going on and all that stuff, and said that Drew is going on. He said, what's going on? And he was worried, he concerned, just like Monet was concerned about Kane, because Kane concerned about his mom and everything. And he was like, wow. So he said he gonna be there, but do not tell mom what I'm at, but I'm gonna be at that drop. I'm definitely gonna be there. And Kane in his word, he gonna worry about it, because this is stuff that he usually do. He usually be the right hand person for the mom when they do these drops, but not Drew and everything. But So when they went to the drop, Monet went to the drop and had Drew with her, and Diana was downstairs. And Kane was on his way to go to the drop, but he got picked up by the police because they called for the robbery. So I said, "Oh snap! They messed with the plans." So now Monet is worried. I said, "Where's Drew? He got with that." Oh, before that, Diana know where Drew at, but not Drew. Kane was at. So she went to the house and told Monet, the mom, that listen, Kane said he gonna be there. He said, "Oh, you find out where he at?" And she said, "I can't tell you all that, but he gonna be at the drop." And she got to say, "You got some nerve not to tell me where he at." He said, all the details. I told him I'm not gonna say anything, but you know that your son gonna be there." And she said, "Okay, good, better be." So at the drop, so she worried. She's wondering what's going on. Why Kane is not there? Why is Kane not there? Because she at the drop and he's not around. And Diana trying to call him. He couldn't get a response and all that stuff. So she's upset. So she got to do the drop herself. And that's why Kane got picked up. So when he's at the station, he got a phone call. He getting calls, trying to call, and he couldn't get anybody. So the last person he could call was a person that he really don't want to see that much, but he know he got him in the pocket, and he's part of the family business in some way. Ramirez, the person that Monet was sleeping with, and he got him out, and he was like, "Listen, come on now, come on, why you got yourself in trouble? You ain't supposed to be doing all this DGT. You know there's some trouble, and come on, you gotta get your act together. And I'm gonna control you. It is what it is. I gotta have to control you myself." He said, "Oh please," and she didn't want you anyway. She trying to phase her out. It's not me. It's me. If you drop me, then she gonna drop you next. And you ain't gonna be part of the business. She getting business with us, Tariq, and he's really not really liking Tariq as much because he feel like Monet is liking Tariq way more and pushing him to the side. So Kane is in his feelings a little bit. So he was like, they told him about, "Oh, so remember I said, Tariq said, Patrick, what's going on?" He said, "Yeah, they're doing business together," something like that. So she don't really need us. And the next minute she gonna drop you like she trying to drop me. So get your act together and all that stuff. Now Monet is kind of worried because she said since he haven't been home for 3 days, what the hell did Lorenzo did to him? So she called him and he said, "What do you do to him? Like, what's going on?" He had to come on. He said, "Don't worry about it. I'm talking to him, man. I ain't do nothing. I just turned straight." Mind you, he didn't mention that he had beat up the son. He beat his son up for touching his wife or hitting his wife. And he didn't mention that. But he just started talking to the man, and stuff, because she knows that every time he get in a jam, he always runs to his father. So that's what happened. And after the drop, so Monet's drop, the guy came in, he wanted his money, but Monet have half, and she was not trying to give him all that money. So you're not getting all this. This is gonna happen. This the deal's gonna be. We're gonna give you this product, all that stuff, and all that stuff. He said, I gave you the product that we need to. This is what we agreed on, and I'm coming with the whole full amount. I'm not coming for half, full amount. Rico didn't tell me this is that, and that's it. He said, "Oh, you don't know, maybe Rico's your boss, but I'm the Tahita, and I run things around here. So you gonna get what I give you, and that's it." He said, "Oh no, I'm not leaving out here." Hey, that boy was not budging. So they started scuffling, Monet and that boy. And meanwhile, Tariq and Diana's downstairs. Now, Diana supposed to give Tariq some products because he running low on the products. And the guy he's working with, the app, I forgot his name. I'm gonna call him the guy. And that did the app for him. He's not getting the freaking funds, and he's not getting the money, and there's a lot of demands for the products, and he's not freaking delivering. So he needs to get some money. So he trying to call Monet and get the product. Monet said, "You gotta wait. You gotta wait. If I gotta wait, you gotta wait. I'll get your call back." And he hitting Diana up, and she said, "Can you come to this warehouse right now?" So he went to the warehouse. They talking. He was on the phone about something. He was on the phone. And Diana was snooping his stuff. And she saw the secret and everything. And she confronted him about it. He said, "No, I'm not sleeping with no professor in the school, none of that." He apologized about the party, what's going on. They had a moment, they kissed. And when they heard the scuffle going upstairs, they ran upstairs and said, "What's going on?" Now, they went up with each other. the guy hit the boy hit freaking Monet to the ground, and Tariq said, "What the hell is going up in here?" He turned around. The boy was about to go next to Tariq, and Monet said, "Turn around," and got him his attention. He would turn around, and she shot him, shot him in the chest, and then shot him in the head, killed him. And he said, "What's going on? We're going to move the body." He said, "Well, I can help you." He said, "Drew, go come in here." He said he can't do it by himself. And Diana said, "Trust Tariq. You gotta trust him." And Monet is still iffy about Tariq a little bit. So she said, "Okay." So this is supposed to be Kane's job with Drew to do this, but Kane is not here, so Tariq had to do it. So Tariq got the blood on him. He over there. He seemed like he really not too into, because he squirmed because he got the help with the body. He got blood on his shirt or on his sweater. He helped Drew to the car, to the van, sat him up. He said, "Hold him," and I had to shoot him to the wheelchair to make it seem like it's legit. But he said, shoot him. He said, "You never shot a gun before." Well, he did shot a gun before, but not as much that you know about the life of Drew. So he said, "Hold him." Drew's head, pow, and Tariq was squirming. He said, "Oh my gosh." I said, anybody will squirm when you got blood coming in your face like that, and it's so close range as well. So I said, "Oh, he's not about that life like that." He is not about that life. And they handed that handle. So Kane, Ramirez was at the place. Monet was sitting there and said, "What the hell's going on?" He told him he got picked up by the cops on his way. Diana was sitting there and yada yada, and said, "Oh, the body, you're gonna help him move the body." He said, "Don't worry about it." Tariq helped Drew with it, and he got his feelings about that. And he said, "Oh, the DGT did that to your face?" He said, "No." As they actually come to find out that it wasn't DGT, it was Lorenzo that was responsible. And she said, "Listen, you don't know how he is out here and all that stuff." And he said, "He's an emotional kid. I had to handle him." And he said, "You don't know how he is. And he's my son. He's out here. And don't do that again." I said, "But don't tell him that he hit you and don't expect him not to do nothing to his son. You know he's an OG up in here. Sure, you don't tell him that he's locked up, that your son hit the mother. You think he gonna take care of that? He think he gonna sit there and not do anything? Please, Monet, you better got you got something going on if you think that he's not gonna do anything when you tell him that. So don't tell him those things if you don't want him to take actions. He handles it, right? So that's that with the Monet and all that stuff story line. Now, the K Monet stuff. So that's what happened that end. Now to the school side end, okay? Oh no, not the school side end. Let me do that last. Let's do the case. So Davis and Sax is still working together. They're still working together, and they're trying to do a thing. Now, Steven is upset with Sax about that debauchery they did last week with that guy, and he got out. So Washington, he got out, and he's walking free now. So now he said he gotta look like he doing his job, look like he's trying to pin Tasha, even though Sax's real target is Tariq. And now Davis' mutual agreement is to get Tariq in as well, because he's trying to get Tasha's out. But the only way to get them out, Tasha out, he gotta sacrifice Tasha's son. He don't care about Tasha's son. He really care about his client. And if he can get a mistrial, that's a win for him. That's what Davis is trying to do. So they're trying to do enough to make sure. He said, "What witnesses? Because we can't have nobody. We got nobody to really to fumble this thing to make it look like it could be a mistrial." So Sax got an idea. He had somebody he could go to get what's going on, to help them out. And he actually went to Valdez. And Vaz is actually the sister of Angela. I forgot her last name. I forgot her last week. I totally blanked out on James and Patrick's mistress that he was dealing with of Power, and her name was Angela. And I found that, and that came to me after I finished editing the video. That was funny, right? So Vaz is the sister of Angela, and she testified, and it didn't look so good in Tasha's favor. It didn't look so good, and it seemed like Davis got blindsided by Sax, and he was pissed off. So he did this. Vaz actually said, "Oh yes, Tasha is probably the queen pin of everything," even though she knows that's not the truth, but she still did it anyway and everything. And then she got the money. It's a lot. So when Davis got a stand, he said his piece and tried to debunk her situation because it found out she got a large estate from Jason Patrick to get the nail salon. So it's apparently if you said James was responsible for your sister's death and everything, but then you got an estate, so then you accusing other people to killing your sister. Now it's looking like you got paid off for cooperation. And she said that's not it, it's not it, and all that stuff. And it came to Tasha's defense when he mentions that it is possible. You probably don't know everything, and she said it's possible. And that's how things stopped. So Sax was in his office, and David said, "Sax, what the hell, man? What was up with that? I understand." He says, "Oh, hold on." Sax was scared. He said, "Hold on, don't come at me like that, big bro. Woo. He coming at me. I'm a little fragile white man. Don't come at me like this." Like, and he said, "Listen, we have something." Did Tasha ever mention Epiphany? You know, Epiphany is that stripper that they working with. Like, she was doing dealings for Tariq's mother, Tasha. But Tasha's jailed now, and Tariq was helping her. And he said, "Listen, give me products. I can work it out for you. But come on now." So they're going to try to talk Epiphany. So we'll see how that goes, and how that helps. So that was that side. Okay. Now the campus side. So they's in the classroom, and it's sex week. You know, it's a sexual awareness of practice safe sex, knowing your body and everything. So that was that. So a guy came in the room, throwing condoms, and said, "Oh, sex week!" It was funny. And they announced the semifinalists, and Lauren was one of them, and a couple other people, but Tariq was not part of the semifinalists, so he was upset about that. Now, yeah, he was upset. So got out of class, and Carrie, one of the professors, and Jabari was there too. Who's the other professor? Who stole Tariq's paper for his own book, which is stupid. He is so jealous of Tariq for some reason. How you jealous for the student? I don't know what's going on. But Carrie went to talk to Tariq. She had his hand on his elbow. And it was like a damning touch. And just tell him and say, "I know you was bummed out about it. I know you wanted that to get graduated early, all that stuff." And he said, "I didn't want to talk about this." And encouragement. Now Jabari's in the far end looking at this. It's like beaming in his face of jealousy. It's like he didn't like that. What's going on with Carrie? So I was like, "Listen, you lost your chance with Carrie, so you need to move on. You doing your thing, and he doing all this extra stuff, doing extra stuff with other people just to get under Carrie's skin, and he's not winning it because you're not bothering her like that. She's not phased of you doing all this extra stuff. So I don't know why is he so pressed." So he sees that. Now we find out that before that, Carrie supposed to have cards. It's supposed to be an assignment for the students. So I guess it's supposed to be a secret behind the card, and the assignment is not to tell the partner the secret. You gotta get a partner in the class and not to tell the secret. And then if the partner don't know the secret, everything you figured out, y'all both get an A. But if the partner find out the secret, you tell the secret, you will fail. And the secret's in the card. So he wanted to help Carrie about everything, and he said, "Look at the book." And she said she got no time for you. She got no time for this, like that, because he confronted her about the Tariq thing, and she was like, "No." It's just something he was upset and everything, all that stuff, and bummed out about it. But he said he wanted help with the book, and she said she don't got time. She got a lot of things to do right now, and he tried to get connection with her. She said, "You know what? All right, whatever. Do this, and get to me by tomorrow morning. Everything." And he did that. He did what he had to do. Now we find out that Zeke and Carrie is still having sex. And we know that before we had that mid-season break, we found out they was schooling each other in the bathroom. And now they still continue. I said, "Oh my God, the student girl. Oh my gosh." I've been to college, and it's been days or school, whatever, you might get attraction to a professor or a teacher, but I would never do anything that way while I'm in school. Probably after I finished and graduated, all that stuff, that would probably be a different story. But doing school, I know that's too much. It just feel weird. And even after you graduate, you go still feel that that's your teacher and professor. You go feel gross about it. Well, yeah, you might feel gross about it. So they were still freaking with each other. They in the house. She's riding them on and stuff like that. And that's that. They had multiple rounds of sex. And he's smitten because he said, "Oh, I'm not trying to go to that campus week, that Q party, because it was about the Q party." And also Tariq, the guy who went to Tariq, said, "Listen, the Q party is coming up, and it's a bunch of people. So move the products, get my money, okay?" And he was not trying to go to the Q party. He said, "I don't want no freaking little girls of my age and everything, and they don't got nothing to talk about, but want my connections to the basketball and stuff. But I got a real woman and all stuff, and he wanted to send Carrie to meet his figure Aunt Monet." I said, "Ooh, oh, you really smitten, huh?" And she said, "We talk about this. No, you gotta get your girls at your age. We can't have no heat and war towards me. It's fun and like now, everything, but you're still a student, and we can't get to that point, okay? So now, like, come on, you're an athlete, you're a student, you're a scholarship. We got to keep this under wraps, okay?" And he said, "All right." And they talk. He went to take a shower. Now, she went to the door to answer the door because somebody was ringing the door because I think it was food, supposed to get food, and it was Jabari. And Jabari was like, "Oh, I got to pick up your food." The waitress said she got it. No, she know your food, and it was here. I said, "Let me go drop it off to you, and we got the cars. We could talk. We could have good old times." Like he really wanted to have that bonding time with Carrie, and Carrie said, "No, what? Why? Why you come over? What? No, we not doing all that stuff." So meanwhile, she sees condoms over there, a folder, and she saw a TV with basketball on, and now he putting two together. What he thought he putting two together. And I don't know why he didn't realize it was somebody else, but he automatically thought it was Tariq because he saw her talking to Tariq outside, and he think it's something going on with that. I was like, "You is a jealous scorner to be. Like, really? He a scorn chick." I don't know why. It's like sometimes, like, y'all men say they don't got no emotions, but they got the heaviest emotions than females, especially when they ego get fragile or wash the bitch assness comes out. All right, y'all. So he is upset. So when he went downstairs because she curved him to close the door and said, "Get out of here." Close the door and said, "I told you to put it on my desk in the morning, all right? No, you have to come out here. We're not doing all that stuff. Nah, stop it." So he got downstairs. He ripped up Tariq's card. I said, "Oh my God." When I saw him put Tariq, I said, "It's not Tariq. Why are you upset? It's not Tariq at all." He ripped up Tariq's card and they put the secret. Well, behind secret Tariq card that he put now, because we don't know what was the last secret, is that a professor is sleeping with a student at Stansfield. I said, "Oh my gosh, really? Really? We doing this? We doing this, Jabari?" All right, so apparently Tariq got that card, and Tariq saw it. He said, "Oh, what's going on?" Okay, so they had big partners, and Tariq was partnered with Lauren. And Jabari went to talk to Tariq. And Jabari is like a scorned B, like I said. And he asked, he said, "Where you was at the other day?" He said, "I was at the library." He said, "Well, the library was closed for maintenance." He said, "I got confused." Tariq couldn't get his lies together sometimes. He tell things. He's doing so many things. He tell different things. He trying to lie, cover. He doing a lot. And all that stuff. He was like, "Oh, okay. I know you wanted to be in that semifinals. I can get you in there. Because you were a few points away of getting it. Do this extra credit assignment and I can get you in." He said, "I can do anything." I said, "I want you to write a detail on the power of relationships. And I get your love interest and give me details. I said, "Why you want all that details? You want the details so you can steal his stuff again?" Oh, Jabari. Oh my God. I wish Tariq could find out that you stole his stuff for your book. And now you want him to write another extra credit paper so you get details so you can steal his stuff again. Boy, bye. All because you so hurt because your love interest Carrie is sleeping with somebody else or student and it's not even Tariq what you thought it is. So that's what happened. So Tariq said he gonna do it. Okay. Meanwhile, after that happened, after the figure dropped, and Tariq's shirt got all bloody, all that stuff. Remember, he was doing hair in the moment, and he was kissing Diana and all that stuff like that. Thing. Now, him and Lauren was partners, and they was in her room, and they was playing around, touching the bed. Malcolm, her boyfriend, came in, took a picture, and said, so hurt, and jumped to conclusions and everything, even though he do got a way to feel type of way, but gosh, you got, why you so uptight all the time? So he came and he talked to them, and he's confronting them, and she said, you know what, get out of here, boy, bye, get out of here, break up with him. Now, meanwhile, Tariq talked to Braden, and Tariq walked in while Braden and while he was in the bed, and he said it took like 2 raw chicken cutlets in the bed. I was tired. Now we don't know visuals here, and he's upset that Riley's always at the room. So he told Braden, stop. Now Tracy came to the room, and Tariq trying to confront Tracy, but Tracy told Tariq, he said, listen, night on that party you so butt drunk, Riley was coming on you. Y'all was doing something in my bed. I ain't like that. I had to change the seats. And Tariq said, what? No, I ain't do that. He said, no, you was. So now we know Tariq's not putting two together. Now, he was like, okay. So Tariq told Braden about it. Braden was upset. He said, I know my best friend. You ain't trying to tell me. You going to try to do this to me. I can't trust you. I tell you not to lie to me. All that stuff. So Tariq followed Riley. Went to the court. She went to court. She had a drug possession. And said her uncle was her lawyer. She slipped up saying her uncle was her lawyer. And Tariq was in his courtroom. And meanwhile, I forgot, Tasha told Tariq not to come to any one of her trial dates and anything because she's not look a good look. And don't want nothing going on. She feels something about it. And she don't want him there. So he said, okay, focus on school. He said, all right, he gonna do that. But he was at the court date with Riley. And he found a connection with Sax and Riley. You know that Riley is Sax's niece. So now he looked like, he said, what? That's when he prompted Tariq to tell Braden about Riley. And now Braden was upset. He confronted Tracy. His brother told him, oh yeah, it's true. But he was telling him something else. So he got upset. He confronted Riley. And Riley was like, we ain't doing nothing. And he said, so if it's nothing that happened, tell me the truth. What were you doing with Tariq in the thing? And she won't say nothing because it will blow her cover with her uncle. So he said, I was like, I thought about it. I thought. So thank you. And he got out, he talked to Tariq and he apologized. He said he was right and all that stuff. He said, cool. But that's that. So the Q party's coming up. Lauren wanted to talk because she wanted to tell him that she broke up with Malcolm. And she really does like Tariq, okay? So they got in the room, all that stuff. They talk and they started kissing. I said, hey, you took kissing Diana and kissing Lauren. So right when she was about to open his jacket, remember, he had a bloody sweater. So he stopped her for viewing anything because if she sees that, she would question him what's going on. And so he decided to spill the beans of the secret so he could turn her off. And he said, oh, I thought you was going to do this because you want the secret. You said come and means necessary. I know you wanted it, so here go. And she said, no, I guess you got me wrong, and I guess I got you wrong too. That's not what I came here for. And she really wasn't there for the cause. She just really wasn't there because she liked Tariq. But he jumped the gun. He said spill the beans. So she confronted, and she went to the teacher because they had to send a card assignment into the secret and everything. And she told the professor that, oh, well, Tariq told me his secret. And it's crazy. You doing that? She said, oh, no. Thank you for telling me. Okay, you had nothing to worry about it. I will handle this. You will get full credit. And she walked out. She got Jabari, and baby, Jabari thought he got one up on Carrie. Carrie one up on him. She said, oh, so you was so in your feelings though, boy. So you thought you was going to get something out of it by spilling the beans, but it's not about me. It's his mission of guilt. Cause remember, you sleep with your TA. Cause remember, he was banging his TA in his office, one next to her. That's what she ended up doing her thing now. Cause it's like, you playing games. Telling me one thing, and now you doing something different. So now I'm going to do me. And now you can't handle it. So she said, I could go to the board. And there's a reason why I used to give him the extra credits for the paper on myself. So you trying to expose? You're not exposing me, because if you expose me, you can expose yourself. So I can go to the board, and I can let it in. Or we could be good people, and we could move on from this. And he said, oh, you dare? Oh, she said, I would. Now get out. And he got out. I said, oh, look at the lost puppy. Lost puppy. But Vaughn and Tasha talk at the end, and Tasha told Vaughn, "So listen, I didn't do it. I did not kill Ghost James." She said, "Well, you know you do. This is your chance to walk away. Okay, you told me it's your chance to walk away, and I did. Now it's your chance to walk away. Do the right thing, Tasha." But that was Power, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Yes, it was kind of long, but it was a lot of moving parts. So Power, you can't really give it a short review. But please like, comment, subscribe to my channel, to my y'all feel, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right.